Hey guys, fifth take on this. Just want to give you guys a warning that this session does get kind of dark. Involves uh, NPC's parent that I created in session one, so I just want to make sure you guys are prepared for it, and I hope you guys would enjoy.
All right, and I believe we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome
Hello.
back to Hoard of the Dragon's Queen. Um, uh, Last time, our lovely players have been able to skave off most of episode one, but they were left with one little thing that they have to fix up. Uh, would a lovely Minotaur explain what they are going to be doing
I'm
today?
gonna I'm gonna be fighting a half dragon in single combat.
1v1 me, bro.
Do you
Um,
even lift?
for the audience, why the fuck are we doing this again? Because it seems like a bad idea.
Because there is hostages, and even though we staved off the dragon attack, we still gotta save these hostages from the dragon cultists, and they demanded that Greenest send their champion, and I called dibs.
I did I, how much time did we consider alternatives to the single combat?
Well, the alternatives were single combat or the hostages die. So, I think the ultimate solution that we like talked about,
So
because like if
we're not,
anybody interferes with the combat itself, the hostages die.
so we're not
Um,
gonna try like a daring plan of trickery to save the hostages without
um,
fighting.
I mean, if the fight can be used as a distraction, that's
Ooh,
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Whatever you
excellent.
guys are planning in the background, whatever. I don't care.
That's what I'm
I'm just
talking
gonna
about.
fight me a half dragon.
And that's actually what Harky recommended, sneaking around.
Leasing the hostage. That doesn't.
You are very quiet.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you sound like you're talking from across the room from your mic.
That's probably. Is that a little bit better?
That is much
Way
better.
better.
Okay, yeah, let me try. Everybody's happy today.
Alrighty. So you, I'm assuming that you guys are going with your plan of distraction while our Minotaur friend goes on down.
Yes.
All right. So each one of you will be heading on down to sort of the view area right in the middle of the town. And as each of you go down, you see that there is, along with some prisoners, women and men, no children.
Oh, good. They have some moral.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
um, pinned up in the sort of cage, not cage, but like pen, a makeshift pen, surrounded by kobolds. And you do also see uh, carriage of valuable goods.
Oh.
Like gold, copper, some metal plates, some weapon trees that are kind of hard to see at the current moment.
I mean, of course it doesn't change anything, but...
But I'm just telling you guys. So, you also see that there is a makeshift sumo ring in the middle. It's kind of like a big circular ring where it's like in the middle of it will be yeah, it's a big circular ring where on the outside there's like a sort of rounded edge square, and in the middle there's also two lines. You see the dragonborn on one side of one of them.
Is he armed?
No. Oh, actually, let me check.
Because I gotta know what kind of fight I'm getting myself into.
He is currently holding on to a greatsword and a spear.
Oh, perfect. All right.
And yeah. And then I'm assuming that you're also going to be standing on so once you get to the ring, the half dragonborn says, "Get on the other side of this." And he points to the unoccupied line that's opposite to him. And we'll, on the count of 3, we'll start sparring. If either of us is knocked out or is forced out of the ring, then yeah, if the one of us is knocked out or is forced out of the ring, you lose. And the winner will have the loot, and he points to the carriage and the prisoners. If not, then it's free game.
I unpin my cape, toss it aside, and I have my great axe in one hand and my shield strapped to the other. Let's do this then.
All right, then.
Take my position on the other side.
All right, roll me an intuition roll. That's so I can judge. No, not intuition.
Insight.
No. I am tired. Initiative. Okay, so you're going to go first.
Friendship is magic, Cream Puff.
Hello there.
I let's see. Um, I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna rage and charge at him. For to like charge across the ring and try to swing at him with my great axe.
All right. Roll for accuracy and damage.
An attack
Hit it.
roll.
Yep, that hits. So
I hope a
you
23 hits at level 1.
you definitely hit it. I'll be shocked if it didn't. Even without the bonus 6, you would have managed to hit it. So you rush and like you're able to hit the backside of his chainmail or splint mail, and like you see that he's like, "Ow!"
And that is a +2, so that becomes 13 damage.
Okay then, and then you see him turn around, and then he will do a multi attack of a great sword and a great sword again. First one I will most likely miss, and the second one will definitely hit.
Yep.
14 slashing.
Oh, damn.
Half because rage.
Yeah, half because rage. Alright, that hurt.
Is that the big? Is that the best you can do, little one? And then yeah, now it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna swing my great axe again. Just like snarl and snort in response. Does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Alright.
And he sees, you see that he backsteps, and so it lets you rush on through. And now he's going to use his spear. Crit. 10 points of piercing.
5 points. Because I'm raging.
And alright then. Now it's your turn again.
Okay.
Also, for reference, this ring is 30 feet by 30 feet
Okay.
in length and width. So, just as like a reference point of like how much is this going to be.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try for a great X swing again. Might as well.
Alrighty then. 26 does.
23 hits.
Yeah, 23.
15 slashing. And immediately after. Okay, and I'm gonna attempt to shove him with my horns.
Alright.
So I'm gonna need a strength save from this guy.
Strength save.
Yeah, he fails. He gets shoved 10 feet backwards.
10 feet back, and I would say that you guys were sort of in the middle still. So he is currently 5 feet away from being knocked out of the ring. Or off the edge.
Alright.
And does...
That was action, bonus action.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend my movement, get up there, and meet him.
Alright then. Now he can do one more hit, another multi-attack, both with his spears.
Ow.
26 hits, another 10, but you take 5.
I didn't have any way of healing myself. I'm down.
Well,
So you're knocked on down. But he says, "Honorable fight, you Minotaur. In fact, you fought so bravely. I'll let the prisoners stay. But we are taking the goods with us." And you see the group of cultists and kobolds surrounding the cage, let the people go. But you see that the group takes off with the gold and goods, but someone who hasn't fought in the battle just yet, roll me perception. Actually, everyone, roll me perception who can.
out of curiosity, this is during the daytime, right?
Late night.
Late night? Okay, good.
Do.
Can anyone pop me back up, or do I need to make a death save?
No. You don't have to worry just yet.
So you went down.
Yeah. So the people are fine because I fought well, but we didn't get the treasure.
Well, don't assume that just yet. We haven't covered what I've been doing during the fight. Or us, I should say.
Yeah, and plus, that's why I asked you guys to roll perception. So I need Jack, and whenever Krill gets back in here.
Oh, but... Alright. Let's do this. Perception?
Yes.
Yep.
I don't even know what I have for perception. I rolled an 18 though.
Okay.
Perception for you? I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Do you remember what my plus is?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Alright, so Krellin's having issues with his stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
still mic issues?
Yep.
Mic issues, he's currently not in both the chat nor the thing, but we'll let him just
Now we're picking up during the fight, not after it, right?
So during the fight,
Yeah.
for the people who were not in the fight, you all have a chance for how many turns was that? Three
I think it
turns?
was 4 rounds.
For 4 rounds. So you have about, I would say, if it's 7 seconds per round, you have
6
24.
6 seconds per round.
6 seconds, so you have 24 seconds to act out what you need to do.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Combat goes quickly.
it does.
That is 4 vines right there.
Oh my god. 4 vines. Shit. Oh, so you only lasted 4 rounds?
He did.
I have 15 health and he crit me twice.
He did.
Yeah,
We're level 1.
It's okay.
yeah. Lucky enough, there is a thing that in the book where you guys don't die if you fight it, because. Alright, so what are you guys going to be doing? There's a specific thing I'm going to have you guys do once, with the perception rules later on.
Well, I'm freeing the hostages during the fight.
Well, as in.
Provided that I'm not caught sneaking up.
Well, as you would have recognized that the people were released anyway during the.
Well, after the fight, but during the fight, I don't know that. Like, it's pretty unexpected that these ruthless cultists will be like, "Oh well, participation trophy. We won't do this."
All right.
Instead,
So roll me stealth then.
Okay. Also, I look like a kobold. To clarify, the kobolds are with the hostages and the kobolds and the cultists were not opposing forces; they were working together.
Yep.
Okay. Right, they were working together. Okay.
Except for the kobold that was with you guys, which would be Hoard.
Right. Except for our kobold wild magic sorcerer. Okay. What is my spell? Oh, 18 again.
Okay then.
I don't know what my stealth is, but can you see, Theo?
I think I can pull up yours.
I don't have access to your sheet.
Okay, sorry.
Actually, let me allow you to. Theo. Okay, there. I'm allowing Theo to see and interact with your stuff. And welcome back, Krill. And your stealth is
Don't count on me actually being back yet.
it's a +3, so you get
hear
it.
you.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, you have a
Well,
+3 to stealth.
+3. Okay, so what is that? 18.
And you have a
21.
+2 to perception for that last.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so 20 and 21.
All right. So first thing out of the way, you're able to sneak around back to the front without being detected. But you
As a kobold.
Yep.
Okay. And then after I've joined the kobolds hanging out with the prisoners, I'm just gonna very subtly, I'm gonna go check on the ropes to make sure they're tight enough. And then I'm gonna go around basically undoing the ties on the prisoners.
All right then. Roll me sleight of hand, which is a +3.
For me? Okay, excellent.
You're a bard with rogue stats.
Right? Um, 17, so 20.
You're able to get
Yes?
seven out of the 8 of the ropes down. There's one on each side of the.
Okay. So that one in a panic, if like I'm assuming the knot is like sticking, I'll just cut it instead.
Yeah, and it's not like you weren't able to do it. It was just that right at that moment, your Minotaur friend just went down. So,
Oh no.
So
So you
yeah, like I was
just-
saying, like you.
Sorry. I don't have any healing spells yet.
Yeah, you had.
I prioritize these guys myself.
Yeah, you had 24 seconds, and in that span of time, you were able to get down 7 of them.
Fantastic. Now, how are we going to secure the treasure, guys?
Well, by that time, the treasure has been already heading out. But
What?
with the
It's
perception,
extended.
yeah, but with the perception, with your perception as well, Jack.
Okay.
Actually, you know what, Crow? Can you quickly roll me a perception?
Me or
Krell.
Crow.
yeah?
Krellin.
Cool. When I roll, can you, like, tell me
Perception.
what I missed and what's been going on? Because I have no
Oh
idea.
shit.
Well, your Minotaur friend went down.
Yeah, after the fight with the blue half dragon that challenged me.
And it went wrong.
Okay, when the Minotaur went down, can Neverwinter just shoot the half dragon? Because that would be totally what he would
No,
do.
no, it was supposed to be like I'm not
I
dead.
know it was supposed to be a duel. Neverwinter would still shoot him.
Okay, so we're just gonna fight. Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Um,
Like the whole thing for the fight was like the terms of the duel were laid out before the battle, and then once I went down, he said, "We're gonna let you keep the prisoners, but we're taking the treasure."
So just to
So
be clear,
it's
at this
it's
point,
outright stated not to be a non-fatal sparring match between the two of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she's not
Still
dead.
Yeah, I'm not dead. I'm fine. I just kind of went down.
Still shooting.
All right,
Dude,
roll for
you're
accuracy.
gonna get us killed.
all right, I'm just making sure we're all clear. The prisoners are safe. I untied them, and they're gonna let them go. At this point, you're only doing this for the treasure.
It's not their treasure, it's the town's treasure.
Either
What?
way,
You're doing it for the treasure.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the lives are safe now.
Yep.
Belongings can be replaced. The lives are the important part.
I'm just a little worried that if we're not tricky in securing the treasure, like I'm fine with stealing it with stealth and with trickery, but
Yeah, we can recover the treasure later, but right
The
now
prisoners
we gotta
haven't
make sure
gotten
the
away
people
yet.
are okay.
I'm worried that they're just gonna cut down the prisoners.
Yeah.
Didn't you just release most of the prisoners?
Yes, but they are still directly in the area, and he is mostly fine. Or
I
at
mean-
least he's better off than I am. But he
We're
could
not
just
telling
as
you what you
easily
can do, just like
he could just as easily tell the cultists, no, never mind, kill the fucking prisoners. Because he let them go because I fought an honorable battle. So you guys going behind that and attacking him after that duel is done, that is dishonorable, and he won't respect that.
well, we don't know what he's gonna
he'll
do.
like thinking about it logically. He's a bad guy who attacked this town for God only knows what reason. You attack him now after we had that honorable combat. They would go back on what they would easily go back on their word because apparently I went back on mine. Because they don't know if we planned ahead of time that if I go down, you guys attack.
I love this. You guys I didn't even need need to do anything. You guys just did this. So
I'm still into trying to secure the treasure. I just think we should do it with if possible,
do it after the
illusion.
prisoners who were just released are no longer within range of their attacks.
Are there
Yeah.
cultists or
It's the Dragonborn, it's the cultists, and it's the kobolds. They're all three together.
And I'm a kobold right now.
And I'm a kobold.
And then,
You're
in
a
fact,
kobold all the time.
I think, are you with me helping free the prisoners?
It would make sense to bring a kobold into the.
But
Yeah, it would.
she's also looking like a kobold right now.
Yeah. I disguised myself.
So you don't have to go with her if you don't want to. But they've also seen you with us. And I feel like a blue winged kobold is probably going to stand out a little bit. Because Urds are rare.
They are
kobold
immensely rare.
culture. So they would know that we have an Urd with us. So taking him over there to help free the
But
cultists is
during the
probably
preparation for the fight, would I have had time to apply makeup?
yes, I would say that you had.
Okay, fantastic. Then you're not blue anymore.
You're just an. Well, would they care about the blue part? They would at least care about the Urd part. I think
Yeah,
they
but
would
we
know
can-
if they
we
had
can,
an Urd in their ranks.
I don't know what other distinguishing features there are. I just know that I'm a fight to change your coloring, and if we, kind of.
I just mean this is stuff that Harky would know.
Mhm.
So would
Yeah.
Harky agree to go with Wenley on the grounds of
Well, I
I'm
guess, yeah,
a rare
that's
member of my species?
I guess that's the essential question. Would you?
Like a bodyguard.
Okay. So you want to say we painted you up and hid your wings, and you're there with me, freeing the prisoners?
Harky doesn't have wings.
Oh, you don't
So
have
he
wings.
doesn't?
Never
He's-
mind.
There was wings in the art that you used, so that's
No.
what made me think that.
Yeah, no, there's no wings.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
That makes life a lot easier.
So
Alright.
anyway, that means we were probably able to free the prisoners twice as fast, which means that I would be running over to the kobold, moving the cart, and going, "Oh no! I'll take care of that. I can do it."
Alright, then that might just as well ruin my perception rolls that each of you asked. Because while the cart was moving, there was a few pieces of items that fell.
Yeah.
I know that Jack's character and Neverwinter, or Sunny Hill and Neverwinter, but both of you see that there's a bag of beans that fell out of the bag. Harky, you recognize.
I never did mine.
Well, you were knocked out during the fight.
True.
Yeah. You recognize that there is a wool cloak that fell out, and Silver Scale. You had seen a small bag of 5 gold that fell out.
What?
Okay, so describe to me what Neverwinter Seas who has not been doing whatever the rest of the party's been doing, but has been off away. So what does he see when he comes up to the
Your mic just went down, like,
Yeah, we can't hear you at all, dude.
can you
Type it
boost?
out if you have to.
Yeah. Can you boost up your input volume quickly?
If you can't hear me, there's probably nothing I can do about it.
I kind of heard you now.
It sounds like you're talking through water.
I am talking through headphones.
Oh boy.
Well, I kind of hear you now.
Okay, let's try again. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, much better.
Okay, describe the scene in Neverwinter Seas when he comes up on the plaza, because he has been away not doing whatever the rest of the group is doing.
Okay. I know we all came up together.
I mean, Neverwinter would have been doing some of his own work of like, let me just go down that way, and he seen seeing Stonehorn on the ground. He's seen a big blue half dragon, half humanoid hop off. You're also seeing some captured people coming out and heading towards the keep. And then you're seeing a cart of goods going away, and a few items fell out of the back. And
Am I taking the cart? Because I said that I was going to try to replace the person pulling the cart and be like, oh, here, I'll take this. Remember?
Have you roll perception? Or no, not perception.
Deception?
No, persuasion?
Sure.
Yeah, it's a +6 for you.
Oh, that's cocked. 15 plus 6.
21?
Damn. Woo! Nice.
You hear it was a kobold that was pulling like, well, sure, but let me help you out. And he moves on back, and there's enough room for you to be right in front of him. And let me roll roll. Yep, he doesn't even mind that. He doesn't even care what you look like. And I'm assuming that each one of you is heading on off.
How many cultists and kobolds are there?
2 cultists, 4 kobolds. Not including you guys.
And how far away from the prisoners are they now?
Currently, they are like not far away enough for it to be pointless in even attacking. Like right there. And I assume that you guys will follow because Jack just went that way because I had something planned for you guys for the rest of the session. Because I did not want to continue on from the episode. Because literally, that was the last thing of the episode. And there's a whole interaction I need you guys to do. I guess this will do just fine. I'll have to figure out.
You gotta roll with what the players want to do, man. You gotta just roll with the chaos. We're always gonna do this.
So it's like chaos, wild magic.
Yeah.
So this cart of stuff is being carted off by 2 kobolds. Just they're dragging a cart.
Well, since kobolds are in charge of it, I was hoping that I could just like get confused about where it was supposed to go, and then take it to where you guys are waiting, and then we would just stuff it into our stacks and scarper. Hopefully, I suppose we'd better collect our Minotaur at some point.
All right. So roll me deception for
For me?
yeah. And yours
Okay.
is plus 6.
Oh, please let this bunch of good rolls continue. That's cocked. Oh shit! 9?
Oh.
19?
Ah! You
Are you
guys, I can just feel my doom crowding it upon me. I just know that at some crucial moment I'm gonna roll a 1. I just know it. I'm freaking out. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, 19.
Okay, so you are able to
Okay.
not only deceive the 2 kobolds into leaving, you're able to pull everything off to the side right here. So
Sweet. Sweet.
while this is happening, a lovely Minotaur friend was able to heal on up by a group of medics to full HP, and they treat everyone else in the group. So if you have anything other than your full HP, you're back up to there. And the Stonehorn, you will be getting 2 potions of you have 2 potions of healing
Okay.
to you, since you did fight honorably in the battle.
So they're giving them to me or they're feeding them to me?
They're giving to you because you healed on up, and as a gracious thing of you did protect the people of Greenest, you will be getting 2 potions of healing.
Wow, this is a weird face turn from these cultists.
I mean,
Well, hey, honor is honor.
Yeah, I guess.
And the dragon's already gone. They saw how we handled that whole mess. They're probably just like, yeah, we're kind of done dealing
yeah,
with these guys.
and yeah.
Yeah.
As morning comes up, all the cultists are gone. No trace of them inside in the town of Greenest. Remind me, did anyone take a
Just
prisoner?
so we're clear, the cultists did not cart off a whole bunch of treasure from the town, right?
They did not.
The prisoners are away now, like they've left.
Yeah.
Their prisoners are at their homes.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
prisoners are either at the keep recovering and seeing if there's any missing family, or they're back home if they are sort of like a loner.
Yeah, so they're back with the residents of Greenest.
And after a short rest, you guys recovered. Let me roll a tape. Okay, so 21, 26, 46, 40. Okay, so in the cart, when you guys go look through it, you just see mainly some simple clothing and all that, and pantry items. You see a handful of daggers. I would say 5 daggers. One let me think. One mini spell book. A potion of 2 potions of healings, and 1 magical warming pendant.
A warming pendant?
Yep.
Ooh.
Hmm.
It's more of a pamphlet, a spell pamphlet. Yeah.
Wendy
Hey,
is always complaining about being old.
The spell book has like, I don't know.
I
4.
can't copy spells like a wizard, can I?
If you take ritual caster at 4th level for a feat. you can.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cannot.
But if it's a ritual spell,
Oh,
And
that's
what-
tempting. That is tempting.
And
Since
on
we
a,
have a spell book, I might have to do that.
and with
Yes.
that, you all will be leveling on.
Oh, thank God.
Woo!
Yes,
Oh,
action
great.
surge.
Right.
Finally, I can
Yes.
function like a normal human. Are we rolling for HP or are we just doing average?
Average. Oh, you can do both if you want.
Okay.
If you want, you can either
Okay.
roll or do the average.
Yay! I have reckless attack now, and danger sense.
yay!
I have advantage against dex throws
Yay!
against things I can see.
I don't know what I get at second level yet. We'll have to see.
At 2nd level, you're a bard. You get jack of all trades. You now have half proficiency in everything.
Oh yes!
Awesome
Yes.
Awesome sauce.
You are now the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, come on, let's be real. It's Wenley. I'm probably gonna be picking up a level in Rogue at some point anyway, so
Yep. Anyway, as the sun does come back up and you guys gather the loot that you want, make sure to add that
our
in your.
huge cart full of riches. Also, we have another cart now.
And, oh yeah, that reminds
Oh,
me.
yes.
What we were originally gonna do, depending on if you all want to continue for another 40-ish minutes. I do have
Oh,
a little
Sure.
bit more planned on what you guys are doing.
So we have 2 carts now, but we don't have anything to do. No, we got a donkey.
Yeah,
So
that's what
now
I
we
was supposed to say. You
Now
guys
we need
have
another
some. You guys have some
Oh.
deliveries to do.
Yeah, we
If
gotta
you're
make
able-
able.
Second cart. Because Wenley kind of wants a cart that her badger can pull. Or a small little cart, like a personal cart.
Well, either way, Zaratok had that thing that he was supposed to do,
Yeah.
and I cannot remember for the life of me what it was.
Yeah.
Uh,
See. Let me check my notes.
Wasn't
I know I've
wasn't Zaratok delivering money to a centaur for a kindergarten?
that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so
And
much. So he's
I
gonna
was-
go
Yeah,
find
that-
the little centaur girl.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and we ran into her, so she should probably be up in the keep.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
go back to
yeah.
the keep to get the little centaur girl and find
I miss her.
whoever's taking care of her right now.
Right.
and
And I'm
explain the
supposed
situation.
to help some guy woo a woman, but honestly, unless he comes up to me and bugs me, I don't care about him at all anymore. Like, after everything that's happened, I don't even remember that job. Wenley
yeah.
doesn't. But I
Yeah,
do want to.
watching us murder everyone.
Yeah, watching my companions like just turn into murder hobos, that was pretty traumatic, and
Yeah.
Wenley
Well,
was
and that's why.
hasn't processed it yet.
Yeah. Well, and that's why definitely I know for Arjan, he would probably find, as the sun's coming up, find a shovel and a few of the men of the village and insist on burying all of the dead. Cultists, kobolds, villagers, everyone.
Give them last
We
rites.
don't have a druid with Move Earth.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I think for him as a fighter, he would, even if we had a druid, he'd say, no, I'm going to bury all the people I killed. I'm going to do it by hand.
Neverwinter has a shovel and will help.
Perfect, yeah.
While the Dragonborn and the dwarf both set up and bury the dead.
Wenley doesn't help, but she'll like bring you water and stand around making vaguely encouraging comments, shivering the whole time.
Yeah. It's like you may want to put that pendant on.
I should note,
Harky has an acolyte background, so he'll do the last rites for the kobolds.
I want
Awesome.
to note,
Yeah.
Neverwinter's help includes stripping them of any valuable possession.
Wow.
I think it's pretty clear that everything's already either burnt to the crest or has already been taken by you guys.
They can have clothes. They can keep their clothes.
At least leave them some decency.
Yeah.
I don't think Wenley would steal anything unless anyone has an especially warm cloak, because she is freezing there.
Yeah, and if you heard me earlier, there was a warm cloak that did fall off the cart.
Oh, okay. Would you guys?
Go for it.
Yeah, but is it human size?
No, that's you.
It is.
What size is it?
It is
So
the
is it a
size
cloak
of
or a
a
blanket?
human little girl.
For a little
perfect.
girl?
Yeah, a little girl.
Oh, like a little human girl? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's actually exactly my size. But so would anyone mind if Wenley puts on the water pendant for now? I'm cool
no,
with
not
being
at all.
flute in the future, but I established this thing about her being cold all the time, and it's just cute. So once the bodies are buried, Wenley will sing over them. She'll sing a dirge over the bodies. It's not particularly sad, but it's like kind of melancholy. There's not a lot of overlap between a traveling player and funeral dirges, but she'll sing like the saddest ballad she knows.
Yeah. All right.
So a ballad, last rites from the wild magic sorcerer.
Yeah. And then probably, Arjan, similar to when we saw Lenathon, when they all saw Lenathon just destroy the villagers as they were coming out of the tunnel, he would be whispering prayers to the dragon goddess Tamara as he's burying everyone. Probably both mercy for himself for taking the lives, but also mercy for them, asking for mercy.
And while this all is happening, you do see a body, a burnt body of a centaur man.
Oh no!
Her father.
Oh.
There's no other female bodies of centaurs, but as you would you did not
The minute
see.
we get to the keep, I immediately seek her out and go and pick her up.
Yeah, I'm there with her. Just kind of sitting there quietly with her, maybe picking little flowers where I can find in the grass, and with a kind of delicacy that you wouldn't expect from
Aw.
such a large creature. I'm just carefully knotting little clovers together into a chain and gradually into a circle. And as you walk up, you see me finish off the circle, hold it up to show her, and then very gently place it on her head.
She,
Oh.
not knowing, not knowing exactly what this is for, but soon realized that she lost her only closest relative.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell her, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
we found your dad, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, darling.
And for the next whole day, you would find that there's one less family as she is crying out for her own father as her mother died in childbirth.
Oh. Well, oh,
Right in the field.
looks at the others and says, I've got to do something. I've got to find her a home.
And at this point, Harky will look up and just like and nod once and say nothing.
I clear my throat and I say, "She's got back in Badusk."
Well, you see
Got
the
family there?
you see the mayor come on up and comforts the little girl as well. You see and he talks to you. See, there has been some. You may have heard some things, but things are not exactly on best terms with her family back at Burdusk. Yes, they do send money, but they cannot help assist the little girl.
Why? Is it not safe?
It's,
I'm sure they would get over whatever problem they have. Since she needs them, she needs a family.
you see, her father was somewhat of a non,
Oh,
not a
I
good
see.
relationship with his family.
No,
Yeah.
I know a little bit about ill repute.
So, having an unwanted child there might cause her more trouble. And we cannot take care of her as the orphanage has been destroyed. I know it. I'm
You
asking
have
a
no
whole.
families,
I'm
no
just-
childless couples in your town at all.
I know
I'm
some.
sorry, but
I just
as we
speak up all of a sudden. I know some. My clan. There's some families there. They'd take her in.
would you mind
Yeah.
taking her there? I know that's asking a whole lot, but I will help pay for it. Her travel expenses, as her father did serve the town very well.
I kind of look down at the little girl, and then I get down on my knees in front of her, and I just kind of hunker down, make myself as small as possible, which is very difficult because I am very large. And I just kind of hold out my hand, palm up, for her to take.
Aww.
And she just grabs onto your arm as she still is crying. And
And I kind of very carefully pick her up, cradling her horse half under one arm.
Do you pick
And
like
bring her-
her and Wendy up at the same time?
I just kind of hold her horse half tucked under her in my arm, and I kind of hold her against my chest and just pet her hair. And I'm just making very soothing. It almost sounds like I'm mooing, But it's just a very gentle humming rumble. I'm singing in Minotaur. And then to try and calm her down. It's not very good, but I'm clearly trying.
Yeah,
And
you see that. Yeah, go on.
I look at the mayor and I just kind of nod as I do that.
Okay. You see that she does calm on down a pretty bit, and then you see that he has not really left just yet. As he asks, I know this is an additional thing, but I do have, here is some money for helping our town. Do you see 500 gold pieces to split among all of you?
Well.
So that's 6 of us.
Well,
There are 5 of us. It's 100 each.
Yeah.
Oh,
100
Rosie
piece.
is
Yeah.
still pretty disappointed. Well, not just judgy. Very judgy at the mayor for just being like, oop, random kid. I guess there's nothing I can do. Like, she thinks this is totally shameful. So she'll be like, that's fine. We're taking care of it. Whatever. I guess we'll take your money. But she's definitely giving him the side eye and some shame, you know?
My.
Before he leaves, there is another thing. If you want to take some revenge on what has happened with,
Revenge? What good would that do?
well, it will help both avenge her father's death, as well as keep us informed of why the cultists have attacked us. There's an additional gold pieces for you guys, if you decide to help us.
Revenge also ensures they can't do this to another town.
Yes, because we don't want to have another orphan child.
Is there any indication that they would?
Well, as I haven't heard from any other towns just yet, I'm uncertain. But just to make sure,
It might be best.
it would be best for us to cut out the root before it takes hold.
Cut out the root. What about warning the other towns to increase their guard?
That's
Telling them
what-
to evacuate.
Yeah, we're going to be sending out messengers, any hands that can help us out. But
if not to attack, and we could at least see what they're up to, determine their plans.
that any information would be the best for us at the current moment. So,
Yes, we don't know what forces they have. It would be foolish to just run in blind.
Right.
Harky have idea where they could be.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I suppose
most
we
of
could
most
do a
of
quick poking around.
most of cultists are kobolds. Harky
Yeah.
is kobold. Harky
Yeah.
does not like the sunlight.
Ah,
They're going to be hiding in a cave
Yes.
or somewhere where they're sheltered.
Yes.
oh, that doesn't sound very cozy at all.
roll me, Marquee.
Roll your what?
Probably an in.
Yeah, roll me an
An
insight.
insight?
Yeah, roll me an insight.
Nope. Even with the +5. Nope. Oh wait, I'll do this.
Right. Oh God.
Hey!
You can ask me at any
That
point
actually
to roll on
reminds
the
me, I gotta
surge.
level up.
You can ask me at any point to roll a surge.
Edit.
I cast a spell.
Okay, All right.
It's a good thing I got this back.
All right. So with the 19, you recognize that they headed in a direction where there is no caves whatsoever. And with the amount of cultists and kobolds that came here, there would be too big of a force for you to recognize that all of them could be in a cave. Perhaps big enough for a camp, but not fit inside, a cobalt-sized thing.
Kobolds are master diggers.
Yeah, but you feel like they kind of rushed things for this attack, so they won't have time to really have a set up a thing. And he did notice that they headed towards the southeast as well. So sort of down in this direction. And he would offer up 250 gold pieces plus 100 gold pieces for taking care of the girl and any expenses that would come. What?
Plus how much?
Plus 100 for the girl.
Okay.
I think Archan would hold his hand out and say, keep the money to rebuild the town.
What?
I can cover the cost.
Oh, no. Sorry, our companion is a bit not thinking clearly. We do appreciate your contribution to our... Wenley will hold out her hand for the money.
If he had eyebrows, Archan would probably, do the Spock thing.
I'm not even paying attention to any of this. I'm not resisting or anything. Anytime somebody hands me something, I just kind of take it with the hand that I'm not cradling the little girl in. Just kind of gently bouncing her in like a comforting way. And still humming.
Alright then. You do see that he hands you 100 gold pieces for the girl. But now you have to head on out to take care of the Hoard.
Do we have to do this? I would much rather see her to a safe home.
Well,
And I'm not.
I mean, if you want to keep her here for now, I can watch over her. But I can't take care of her forever.
I'm not. Sorry, Maya. I'm speaking to my companion.
I like to get her somewhere safe.
Yeah.
They don't deserve this. And I know some fine folks will take good care of her. It'll be a bit rough and tumble, but I turn out just fine.
That's what I want.
Never want her conspicuously absent from this conversation.
What was that?
He is absent for the conversation.
Okay.
How far, Zaryutok, how far will it be for us to find your tribe? How long will it take us to get there? This village and the villages in the area need our help, it seems. So I do not think we should dally too long. But I agree. The little girl needs to be safe.
I think for a few minutes. Or think for a few moments, and I think in common they call it the Lurkwood.
Let me change it over to the full map for you guys.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
So you're gonna be taking her up to. Where did we?
Oh wow!
You put my my
Five.
clan in the Lurkwood.
A Lakewood, which
Which
would be.
Oh dear.
How far away is that?
It's up at the
That
top by the
is-
spine of the world.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
a long ways away. Well,
Yeah.
Wenley's like, look, these villages have gods. They have people. And they want us to just hunt down a bunch of religious weirdos and murder them. And I'm tired of it. I'd rather
know-
see her to somewhere safe.
Well, he didn't say murder.
They have guards.
He said eliminate. He said
Yeah.
take revenge. So it's
Yeah,
a
he
safe
he
assumption.
literally was like, "Hey, would you go murder fuckers for us?" He literally said that, and Winley just
No, he
is
said
not-
that. Would you like to get revenge? Revenge means a whole lot of different things for different people. Revenge
Okay,
could mean
well,
just gathering
Could
information.
include. Yeah.
It very easily could include and allude to, hey, go out and murder all these guys, which is how
basically-
people usually use it.
Yeah. What's the little girl's name again? I keep forgetting her name, but of course my character had it.
Aponia Talme.
What is
What?
her name?
Aponia T.
Okay, Tonya.
And her last name is Taleme.
Oi,
Tail of me.
Epi. Whatever happens, I'll take care of you first, alright? I did promise you, and I won't break my promise. Zorotok and I, you're going to be number one. You understand that?
And she nods. And then this.
Now, whatever the others decide to do, I won't do anything that puts her in danger or discomfort more than is necessary. That said, we have got a long journey ahead of us to get back to your homeland, don't we? Or
Very long.
well, it's not such a long way to mine.
Where's yours?
Oh, yeah, quite close. Maybe not more than a week's travel. It's just, you know, there's no place more comfy or cozy or good to grow up. So, it's an option, is all I'm saying. But I won't be steered from that purpose by no revenge.
Well, as long as
I
you.
think it's important to remember what you said. These towns, they have guards. But you saw what the cultists did to this town nonetheless.
The dragon probably contributed somewhat.
Oh, yes, certainly. But at the very least, now that we have, since we found Lenathon's eggs, we have a dragon on our side.
Well,
But
Whatever
that doesn't mean that they
How
have
that
more.
may be.
Proper warning, they can be getting about building a wall. What kind of town doesn't have a wall in the first place?
Which is why I tried to tell the mayor to keep the gold.
Well,
And he just looks. Archan just looks at Wenley.
Winley kind of
And that.
like, well, we've got a little one to take care of. So
I also gesture to the little centaur in my arms and look very pointedly at Arjan. Food don't buy itself.
And then he would hold out his coin purse and say, "No, it doesn't, but we have gold of our own now."
well, at any rate, decide what we need to do. If we're splitting up, or, well, I mean, it's not as if we know each other. We don't have any particular sort of loyalty to one another. So, I suppose if this is where we go our separate ways, then that's how it goes. But she looks kind of sad about it and kind of gives our chin a look. And Neverwinter, too.
I just kind of bounce little centaur girl in my arms, and I just there's a centaur family up in my tribe. They take care of her. They know what she needs.
That's quite a journey, Zorotalk. And a rough one.
It is, but it'd be a goal.
Yeah, of course.
Harky just gotta travel with you. Big people mean Harky lives longer.
Oh, Haruki, I'm not so big.
Bigger than Harky.
I am.
And Harky's only 2.5 feet tall.
I just kind of reach out, very gently grab you by like the back of the shirt, and just lift you up like 2 feet off the ground. Kind of purse my lips a little bit, cock my head back and forth, look at Wenley. It's like holding a couple of grapes. I set him back down very gently on his feet.
Just for the record, at 3.5 feet, Harky might actually be taller than one.
No, he's 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5 feet tall.
I think it's like Harky, then Wenley, then Neverwinter, then Archen, then Zorotalk.
Mm-hmm.
He's the short stacker group.
I am big.
All right.
Yeah, Archen's 6'3".
I heard all of you, and here's what I gotta say. Arjen, ain't no good stone around here for walls. Ain't no amount of money they can pay for to get them. Those cultists are going to strike some other town. That's what they do. They're the cult of the dragon. They are not good people.
And they went southeast. They have camp there. Burn camp. Burn them.
What the two of you, and he looks at Winley and Zartok, doing for that girl. But if you're gonna take care of her, who's gonna take care of the cult?
Well, I'm no good in a fight anyway. What could I do? Except
I know you're pretty good at sneaking around and untying ropes. That's pretty useful.
I suppose.
More than Harky. Harky magic goes crazy sometimes.
I just kind of grin and say, I can tell you from experience, you need a lot of ropes to keep a camp stable.
So
I
if I
kind
might,
of offer Wenley a smile as I say that.
if I might make a suggestion, the mayor gave us quite a bit of coin for that child. If we give that coin to a caravan guard, I'm sure a dragonborn knows one who can be trusted to escort her to your tribe. That will see her taken care of. You want it?
I think the caravan I worked for before all of this, they're fairly trustworthy. I'm sure we could speak to someone back in Bear Dusk who could ensure that Eponia arrives safely.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I think for a moment and then I just... does anyone know how to ride?
Harky will raise his hand. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Harky can write, speak, demon, devil, normal, and dragon language.
Okay.
What language would you like us to
Oh, well, that's an idea. Why don't
I sit down. I'm gonna need someone to write something for me. I never learned He's smart enough to learn. He just never did. To clarify that, he has 10 intelligence, so he is smart enough to be able to learn how to write.
Yeah.
He just was never taught.
We can send a message ahead and let them know that we're
Right.
coming, yeah?
Right, that's
Yes.
what I was thinking, and then another letter to give to her, so that to her or to the caravan man.
Oh, I don't like just handing her over to some people we don't know. If we're going to go on a journey, we should go ourselves at some point, even if it not be today.
I could send a letter back asking someone to come here and meet us.
Oh,
So
Yes.
because the people from my tribe, I grew
Friendship
up with
is
these
magic,
people.
Green
I
Buff.
trust them with my own life.
I see. In the meantime, there is always. It would be
Friendship is
complicated
magic, Green
to
Buff.
go to my home, but it would be open to anybody that needed it. If it takes a long time for them to get here, or for her
Friendship
to
is
get
magic,
there,
Green Buff.
it's not far.
I'm kind of thinking that over and nodding. And I
Do
just
the villages in this area have a week for us to travel to your home, Wenley?
Oh, I don't really know that it's a week. I've been zagging all around. I suppose
Okay.
it's that long and fast. If you were going in sort of.
Well, let's see. Well, I don't think we necessarily have to kill any more members of the cult unless they threaten us and the villages in the area.
Does anyone
But
think to
here's a
ask
thought.
what they want?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. We could go find them, speak with them. What do they want? Learn as much as we can. Find out what their numbers are. Because the five of, yes, we were able to handle the cultists who attacked this town well enough, but we had a dragon on someone's side, maybe not ours in the first place, but
His own.
on someone's side.
Here's my concern. A fair fight is a harder fight. Zorotok found that out.
Yes.
If you all decide that you have to fight them, you can't do it fair. If you decide that they have to be all murdered, like the mayor wanted, revenge taken, it's going to be a massacre. And do you really want that on your soul? I
My
understand
soul
that.
is...
What?
Let's just say that I've seen my fair share and done my own fair share of...
All the more reason to want to
Yes.
turn over a new leaf, isn't it?
He would probably look off into the distance at this point, kind of his eyes kind of zone, he's kind of zoning out as if thinking about something or looking off at something in the distance.
What I'm saying is, what's honorable and right in this case might not be what will win. If you face him in a fair fight, it's likely you'll lose.
I kind of
Who said
roll my
anything
shoulder
about a fair
because I'm
fight?
still feeling that one.
That Mia has plenty of money. He could hire mercenaries, people who don't care about doing any good or right. Don't we have something?
I think Archan would come back to that play at the sound of mercenary and those who don't care about good and right. He would chuckle, probably crack his neck and say, I was a mercenary once. Yes, he could. Mayor Nighthill could hire mercenaries. But that's just the thing.
Hired us.
Isn't that what he was doing?
Yes, he was hiring us. And
Keep
the
in
sad thing
mind
is
that I did
those
say. Keep in mind that I did
mercenaries,
say find information.
they
at
go
the
to
very
they
least.
serve the highest bidder. What if the cultists, you saw the treasure they were trying to cart off from the town? If they have even more treasure, even more gold, silver, whatever mercenaries the mayor hires could be bought out
Lad, let me ask you
by
something.
the cult.
Have you ever actually known a mercenary company to turn sides during battle?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I see that your kind have lower caliber of mercenaries.
Archan would probably bristle at that.
Wait, I didn't hear any of that. You were very, very quiet.
Said you probably had lower quality mercenaries or lower caliber.
Oh.
I never turned sides until I left my company for what we did, for what we were paid to do. But I have seen, yes, I have seen other companies turn sides in a battle. Humans, fellow Dragonborn, halfling mercenaries, and he looks at Wenley. Even dwarves, looking back at Neverwinter. I've served with all kinds, and I've seen many turn sides for a little bit more gold. Believe me, mercenaries can be helpful, but you can't trust them.
So your solution is that all of us become mercenaries too?
No, Harky just smiles at that. You say can't trust mercenaries, but Harky trusts you. Gotta count for something.
You've got a point.
That's a
I'm
funny
no
word.
longer a mercenary.
Well, sure. And I never was. I'm a performer. What good am I going to some place and I don't even know what you intend to do there? Spy? I don't mind a bit of spying. But I'm worried it'll turn into a bloodbath. And I'm not a mercenary. I never was. I'm a player, and that might be a dishonorable and nasty thing to be to most folk. But it's not the same.
Then maybe the solution here is we leave the kid with you, and you take care of her, while we take care of the cult.
I suppose that'll have to be it. Yes.
Yeah. And
I'm back.
perhaps while we do that, the two of you can stay here in Greenest, and you can keep an eye on the mayor for us. Perhaps putting your talents to use here in the town. Find out whatever information you can here. Why did the cult attack this town?
Right.
So we're planning on splitting the party?
Well, Wenley is definitely caring for Abby her priority. If the rest of the group is going to that thing, I'll just make a temporary other character to go with the group. While Wenley stays with Abby. I guess.
You know what? I think this is a perfect good stopping point. And let's say that
Pick up and figure things out.
figure things out next session before then,
Yeah.
which will be next week. If that's fine with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because this is going to be more of a shorter, like right now we're an hour and 30-ish minutes in, and we did complete one episode, and we did sort of go into the third one, the second one, and yeah. Uh, so before we hop on off, I'll allow my players to plug. Um, so first off, let's go with um let's go with da, da, da. Asmod.
Alrighty. I am Asmodan412, also known as Dawn because that name is fucking hard to pronounce apparently. I'm normally on Steam as the Imperial Inquisition, and you can find me in someone else's Twitch channel, in fact, and I'm supporting him and all the troubles he's going through in his life. So if you want to find me, check out Twitch TV/Gulgaron, and I'll see you around.
Alright, next up, Krell.
Hey, I'm Krellin. I don't have functional technology. You can't find me anywhere because until I get that fixed. Sorry.
Alright. Let's see. Next up is Rod.
Yeah, so I'm Rob. Don't do too much just yet. Enjoy some games. You can find me on Twitter, RPG Theologian. I am a full-time PhD student in theology and religious studies, but I love gaming, love D&D, and I've been kind of off the air the last couple weeks because I moved from the West Coast back to the East Coast, over 2,600 miles in 4 days. So I'm still catching up on and reacclimating to a new time zone. But yeah, you can just kind of find me around here with Amen Doctor and the rest, and on Twitter. So yeah.
Alrighty. Next up, Theo.
Just find me TOC94 on Twitter. I don't really do anything else with my life.
And certainly last, but certainly not least, Jack.
You can find me on Twitter as ShoePixie. I'm a game designer. Most of my games are free and available online. Yeah, that's it. I'm doing a charity event right now, Stars Ballad Land, so if you're interested in contributing some dark fairy tale stuff, hit me up on Twitter or that at Gmail, and we can talk. All right, that's all.
Alright, and I am MN Doctor. I do this game here I guess now every Tuesday. And I'm also in, you can find me also on Twitter at MN Doctor. You can also see my lovely face every Tuesday and Saturdays on the SS Adventures channel, doing both Dungeons and Dragons and Pokemon Tabletop United. And that is pretty much it for me. Next week, be prepared for some potential new player, new stuff that I want to bring on in. Next week we can all potentially going to start up a sort of mini story that a player is potentially want to share with us, and if Theo has any ideas of what they want to do. Other than that, we will host another channel. Let's see who is currently on. Currently, the SS Adventure is on, so I'll go host him. And we'll all see you later on. Bye bye.